Good afternoon, YTPC. Welcome back to Emerson Southern Forged. It is a spectacular Saturday afternoon, sun shining, temperature in the 70s. And after last night's storm and hail and all the garbage, this is kind of a nice respite. So today, we're working on a blend for Signalman Tony from Rhode Island. He's a member of the YTPC. He contacted me. He wanted a Virginia blend. He wanted it to have a certain profile. He wanted it to be just something light and perfect for summer. So we're going to see if we can't pull that off for him. Uh, I, I've got a couple of videos coming up in quick succession. I'm going to do an appreciation for some of the fantastic friends that I have in the YTPC and the things that they've done for me lately. I'm also going to talk about the epic failure that was Gray Blend, which will be the funniest video I'll ever do. And then I've got a blend that I'm working for my friend Kane. And he wanted an Irish whiskey on it, a specific one. And of course, here in rural South Carolina, I had to order it from the ABC. So it'll be here Monday or Tuesday, and we'll do that one shortly. So anyway, let's get started on Tony's blend. And it's a combination of Virginias. And I've really grown in my appreciation for lemon leaf of late. And that's one of the things that I'll be appreciative for, because my friend Tor had said, "Hey, this is really great stuff." And I bought it and I wasn't all that enamored with it. But I really like it now because it's shown me its potential and what it can do, and I'm very excited. So the first thing we're putting in his blend is a little red Virginia. Because red Virginia is probably the smoothest and the mellowest of the Virginias, in my opinion. It may not have the boldest, wildest flavor when it's new, when it's fresh out of the jar, but I really, really like what it does for a blend. And just a good tobacco. Benjamin, if you're watching, I have worked diligently with Rustica. I think I've got it ready. That will be a video probably Sunday, perhaps Monday. It depends on how busy I am with life on Sunday. You know, as you can see behind me, I've got a few crucifixes on the wall. I'm kind of a devout Catholic. So we go to Mass every Sunday. And we go to noon Mass because 8 a.m. Mass is too early, and 10 o'clock Mass is the packed Mass. So we go to noon Mass. We like it when it's nice and quiet. Now a little bright Virginia in, and I like bright Virginia too. I like all the tobacco. I just don't like what some people do to it. And there we go. So now we got bright Virginia in. Now we're going to put the lemon leaf in. And I really, you can only get this lemon leaf, at least I can only get it, from the whole leaf companies. And I've got another 2 pounds that came in today, because I think that this will store and keep and age fantastically. And I'm absolutely loving how it comes out in the press. I made a Fairborn for Tor, and once he gets back to the United States, Tor will tell me if he likes it or if he doesn't like it, or, hey, you could have done this to it and it would have been better. A little long cut Virginia now going in, but I really like Fairborn. I think that that's just an excellent Virginia blend. And you guys know that just straight Virginias are not my personal wheelhouse. When I smoke, I like English blends. I like vapors. I really like Balkans. Those are kind of just my preference, but Fairborn was an excellent Virginia. Now we're going to put a little stoved red, because I'm always looking for something. When you put a bunch of Virginias together, they tend to run hot. There's a high sugar content in Virginias. so they burn a little hotter. So you look for something to cool it down. And in this particular blend, I really didn't want to leave the Virginia family, and I find that stoved uh, red Virginia is excellent for not for cooling down a blend. So we've got all that ready. Let's see if we can't mix it up. And this is going to be a very nice goldeny blend with just the flecks of the stoved red Virginia in it. Already just having my face over the bowl, it does have that wonderful Virginia tin note to it. I'm pretty excited about where this one is going. And again, Signalman Tony, who's just an excellent member of the YTPC. I met Tony from LCS, Simon Bosco, at LCS Briars, and I've chatted with him in Jack Ryan's lives. I've chatted with him in other forums, and he reached out. And again, inspiration for me comes from wherever I can take it. You know, if you sit here with a bunch of tobaccos long enough, something will come to mind. But it's a lot easier for me when someone comes up and says, "Man, I'd really like this." I'm okay, I can do that. And that's where Kane's blend came from. He wanted something that has uh, an Irish whiskey topping on it. I mean, that's where Hero of Tobacciano came from. You guys have watched the videos, and again, thank you for all your support. I really appreciate it. I love the comments. I hope you all liked the shredding video. I tried to keep it at a reasonable length. And if somebody really wants to watch me shred tobacco live, I could probably do that Monday or Wednesday this week. So let me know in the comments, and I'll walk you through shredding. I've got a couple of pounds of Perique, got a couple of pounds of lemon leaf, got a pound of Glasgow Magistrate, got a pound of Blind Monkey, got some other stuff in there. I did the Virginia the other day right after the meeting, because once I cut the bag open, once I've cut the seal on it, I don't want to let it air out, let it dry out. So I got that done. So here we go. Let's take a look and see if we can see this. Maybe if I shine a flashlight on it. Oh, doesn't that just blind everyone, including myself? So it's got a very nice golden color. Again, just the flecks of. If y'all have some video tips for me on how to make better videos, please feel free to comment below, because I'm not good at this at all. I just make stuff for you guys to watch about blending, so that you guys get different ideas. So I really like this. It's got a really interesting smell. I'm hoping Tony likes it. I'll get it put in the press off camera, and we'll shoot it off to Tony. Michael, your Hero of Tobacciano goes out on Monday. Kirk, Storm Finnan, and Cloud Finnan go out on Monday. So we'll see what happens, what you guys think of those. Jason, the Gray Blend. It's rare that I'll say a blend won't even make the Jar of Doom. It won't make the Jar of Doom. Not at all. For those of you just joining, the Jar of Doom is all the blends I make that come out sideways or poorly or less than I expected of them. And I've talked about it on my lives with West, and I talked about it on Pipe and Tamper, and talked about it to some other people. But the Jar of Doom is just where blends that I don't do very well go. And the Gray Blend is my absolute worst. I couldn't have done worse. Had I poured wet cement into a press, I would have been happier. But we'll talk about that in another video. Or do you guys want to talk about it now? You want to talk about it now? You want to talk about it now, how terrible it is? It's so terrible. I put great ingredients in it. It was going to be a wonderful English blend. In fact, it was a wonderful English blend up until I pressed it. And here's something that I learned. When you take tobacco and you take bergamot extract in its powder form and compress it, the bergamot acts as a Roman concrete. Not only does it not flavor the tobacco in a positive manner, it takes flavor away from the tobacco and makes it a small, impenetrable black puck that's so dense, even light can't escape it. That's how bad it is. Bad. And I'm afraid to put it in the Jar of Doom because I think it would take over and revolt. And then I would have jars of doom dancing around my office trying to kill me in my sleep. And I can't have that. So, all right. Signalman Tony, it's all done. Thank you all. We're right at the 10-minute mark. I appreciate all your continued support. If you have any questions, comment below. If you want to talk about something off the record, you can email me at emersonsouthern@yahoo.com. You can message me on Instagram at emersonsouthernforged. Thank you. I really appreciate all the support. We're creeping up on 300 subscribers. You believe that? 300 people subscribe to this channel. I'm almost there, and I'm just thrilled. Thank you all so much. I greatly appreciate it. And remember, smoke what you like, and don't let anybody tell you different. We'll talk to you later.